What's going on, everybody? Underdog plays back with City Skylines. I think last week I did like a double header of this game when the new financial districts and map pack 2 both dropped. So that'll never happen again because that was obnoxious. That was too much streaming even for me. But yeah, I usually only do that when like a new game or something I'm really excited about comes out. So I was very excited for all the DLC and the new stuff that's included in the game now. And I played with all of it, and I had a good time. And we've been working on some cities. So we're gonna jump back to Bustling Empire, which is kind of like a harbor city. I don't want to relate it to San Francisco, but it does remind me of that because of the bridge. But we're not doing like a city recreation. This is just free forming out of my brain, and whatever happens, happens. I didn't really have too many plans. Besides, I knew like when I saw the map, I was like, oh, we have to do like a harbor, like, and that has to be the focus because it's like water is the main point of this map. So if you weren't here last time, that's what we're gonna continue to work on for the rest of the day. I already know some things I want to do and some things that we have to add to this city. So yay! Here we are. Here we are in Bustling Empire. And yeah, this is kind of the start of the map. You can see the bridge I was talking about between like these 2 points of land. And I do have all of this that I could do something with too. I don't know if I really want to mess with the other side too much, but I mean it is there. We'll see how much I get done on the main stuff first, because obviously you can tell this is unfinished. But there's like these two, I guess, peninsula type deals we have going on. One is the like city harbor for boats, so that's what this is. And you can see I got like cargo and cruise liners are gonna come in, and then we also have like a whole tourist area, so that's what this symbol means. That basically means all the low density that gets zoned in there is going to be hotels, casinos, that type of stuff. So just building up tourism. And then on the other peninsula, we just called it Cash City because I'm lazy and can't come up with good names. That's why there's a point redemption for naming things if you're watching. So yeah, this is Cash City, and it's going to be a financial district, which is obviously one of the new things. We do have a stock exchange, but I don't think I've made a single dollar here. Yeah, there's not much going on. It takes a while to like set up all this stuff, especially for industry, and that seems to be somewhat directly connected to industry. So we don't have that yet. But hopefully that'll happen later today. And yeah, I put down all the unique buildings. Like we have an opera house here. We have this luxury hotel in the center. We have some of these new skyscrapers from the skyscraper content creator pack. I put one here in the middle because I was like, we got to do something in the middle. We got to do something, especially because I added this bus tour thing, the sightseeing bus tour, which I think has its own, yeah, it has like its own little line, and you can see this is all like the big attractive point, like the city court, the stock exchange. There's like a university or school attached to this as well. So we have the Theater of Wonders here, and then I was making a joke about how one of the stops is just like a tennis court, but I might switch that out and put something else there. I'm not really sure what I want to do with that side of the city, but Yeah, and then Empire Heights is just a residential area for housing, and I think I just want to fix some issues, and then we'll get into what I want to do next. Besides the obvious, like, filling in the empty spaces. Because everything else, I think, is placed down. I might have to double check utilities in those areas, but all the big stuff is, we got that out of the way, so. There is a fishing harbor here. No, I don't want to delete it. It's for shellfish, because this map is mostly yellow, which is the shellfish in the water. And then this is like my industrial area, office space. Everything in the middle is just kind of shopping, low-end shopping. I think one of the big things I want to do today, maybe early on too, because we're getting demand for population already, is I want to try and figure out a connection for this highway back here. Like, I want to connect to this road almost near the train station somehow. That's what I want to do. Like, just have an incoming, maybe even a two-way. I don't know. I definitely want to flow the traffic around some of the stuff and just have, like, an extra lane. I wanted to force the traffic to do this roundabout, but I also feel like it just makes more sense in my brain to have some sort of connection. And then I can have my... I wanted to do industry stuff, like, for farming. It's all this out of here. Farming. So I wanted to have like some sort of split off for just the farming. Either connected to the roundabout or I don't really know. Maybe directly to the highway? I'm not sure. But that's what this road is gonna do, is connect to the farmland. I was thinking fruit. We could do fruit. But let's do that highway. Not sure. Like, I know I want a highway connection, I just don't know if I want to do a one-way or two-way. Like, I feel like traffic should go in, not out. I feel like most of this traffic is just coming in, and I might have to increase the lane down here, it looks like. That's where everybody is. What everybody's doing. Maybe right here, next to the train line, even. Like this. Like, just go along the train. Like, on the inside, and then connect there. Like, to where this university is. That wouldn't be the worst place to put it. This can go right next to it, because there's no zoning off either. It's a highway. I could even try to push this closer, but I like to have, like, trees in between things. I don't want to waste too much space. I also think I should skip over this road. Like, directly, either tunnel it or go over. Like this road, I just don't want that involved at all. So that's gonna be kind of like that, but less ugly. Don't hate it. Have to fix the train. Just give me 1 second. It's still almost too sharp of an angle. I just have to switch the direction here. Ideally, this will be good. And I just have to worry about the traffic a little bit up there, but we didn't even do intersections yet, did we? It doesn't look like I did at all, because everything is a street light. So yeah, I must have just not did that. Usually I do that like at the end, but if it's such an important intersection, I try to remember to do it early on. Like, that's just for the tram, so I'm worried about that. Okay. We'll see how the game reacts to that. We can name all the roads if we want to. There's so many things we can do. So many things we could do. I thought about getting an off-on ramp for this. That doesn't really make sense if it's one way. But I thought about getting a quick little ramp there. Just to go directly to the industry, like the farming. I think that's not overkill at all, actually. It's gonna take traffic a second to realize what's happening. Especially if it's going the wrong direction. That doesn't work, Underdog. Now what? Ah, there they go. Look at them. They're doing it. They're using it. It's beautiful. They're all getting off here. Okay. That's fine. All right. Yeah, and then another thing I want to do eventually is have this road come across, and then we can expand over here maybe, but that's in the back of my mind. It's in the back of my mind. It's not like the priority today. Priority is fixing this and then getting that all going. Plus, I need to figure out where the hell to put more housing. I guess all this space. I was gonna leave this space empty, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Because it kind of seems like this is probably the best place to put housing right now. Is that all included there? It is. That's gonna be high-end, all big apartments. We'll have to figure out the surrounding road. Apartments here. That'll increase population, but that's what the demand wants. And then we just go double check the water is covered. And I did my post offices, which are directly around that, so that works for me. Medical should be fine. Schools. Need a school out here. I don't know what's going on with these high schools. I feel like not enough. Like, availability is high, but nobody's graduating. Why is everybody uneducated? Like, they get through elementary and then they're like, I don't need high school. Who needs a GED to succeed? Listen, I got mine, so the people here don't have an excuse anymore. See if I can. Yeah, I guess that's the place I can put that, huh? Not a lot of things fit in this tiny little space. That's what she said? Sorry. Did want to try using more of these hotels. Is this the right one? Yeah, now, what tree was I using for these roads? Because I did repaint, like, these roads. I think I was using the green, whatever the green tree is. I think that's what I was doing. I have to repaint some of these roads here. Or just redo the trees. Yeah. Doesn't even look that different, it just works. They're just bigger and I guess they stand out better, so I like them more than the other, whatever the other trees are. I do it on the main roads, but I just want to do it on the back, like these back roads here. Alright, so we do have tram roads. I don't know if everybody noticed. But if you were here last time, these are all like they've added a ton of new tram roads. So these tram lines here, like this red line, is I think a 105 capacity, and then we had another one for like certain areas, like I think just going down these peninsulas, like one for the tourist area, and we had one for the financial district that are just like less passengers, or yeah, I think it's tram capacity 90, and then the main road is like a 105. So that way we could just bring people to where they need to go, and then if they have to transfer, that's like the secondary thing. And then all this area has like its own tram line, and since I just added this, I have to consider if I want to add a tram line here, because I might, especially down this road here, to get people in there, which extends the line a little bit, but I don't think it changes too much besides this one road. Yeah, I don't think that changes anything, really. Besides the loop itself. Yeah, you can see the purple road now, which means I can either try to drag that tram line or get rid of this road, which I feel like I have to drag the tram line first. Like drag this stop somewhere. And then change what this road is. Did they add 4 lanes with trees yet? This, I don't think. That's right. They added all new tram roads. Did they add a 2-lane with, like a 2-lane tram with trees? I feel like there's not enough space. No. Yeah, there's just not enough space for them to really do that, huh? I wanted this road here to be 4 lanes, which I think... No, that stays part of the same road system, huh? Okay. I wanted to do that because it's like the main connector to all those apartments and stuff, which are gonna build up. Some of them are gonna get tall, which I do want. I want, like, maybe not exactly a skyscraper section, but definitely want big apartments in the middle. Just to build like this bridge between the two peninsulas, you know. I gotta put something big in between my two balls. What? I didn't say it. You thought it. Yeah. Alright, so did we want to stop here? Yeah, add a stop there. And then this goes all the way to the end. So I want to add The green. I want to add a stop. I think I did it. Am I doing? Is it working? I think I did it. Yes. Okay. That's kind of tricky to do when you've already placed down stops. It goes back down the main road. That's a lot of trams. I don't know if it should go that far. But it does connect to the work zone. So I guess it has to. But then that means I need a stop. Need to add this as a stop here. I have to wait till I can see the green. Yeah, so you can see that the stop is there. It's a little circle. Made you look. Haha! Boom! Sorry. One more. It's so tricky. It really doesn't like doing this. And we got it. Never have to do it again. Okay. So now they can get around town using the tram and get to work and where they live and all that. So we did add a, all this is a no car zone. It's the new pedestrian DLC, and I don't want to have to re-explain all that stuff, but that's what I did here. So, all the roads that are different in the middle, it's just, they're pedestrian only, just to make this area different. But I think most of the zonings can be the same. Because I did add financial zone in here. Yeah. I don't think we're actually getting any of that though. Are we? Is that what this is? Can't really tell that that's financial though. I feel like the financial buildings have a very specific look. This is financial? Law, accounting? Yeah, an accounting firm would make sense. Lawyers? They do like money. So I guess that makes sense. The game put it there. I didn't make a bad lawyer joke. The game did. Yeah, I thought these roads were directly connected, so I don't understand why they're different names. Sometimes I'll pick like the most generic name. So if I see the road, I know what it's connected to. Like if a road is connected to a hospital, I'll literally just name it Hospital Street. And then if I see it in the game, I'll be like, okay, now I don't have to look for my hospital, I just know that it's attached to this road. You can name your roads whatever you want, and don't forget you can spend your channel points to name my roads as long as it's POS. or districts. I feel like if you're going to spend your points to name anything, you would want to name a district, because you always see the name. Streets is like I kind of have to zoom in to see. But this is a temperate map, which means it's usually a warm climate. It's not tropical, it's temperate. There's a difference. Temperate is like warmer. Tropical is like it's always sunny and warm no matter what. It's usually clear weather. Temperate sometimes has rain and fog. I think I have... if I have night and day on, I should have weather on. Yeah, I do. Okay. Then I have this whole island that we could do stuff with. I'm definitely not going to build out here, though. I might do something here, but I don't... That would require, like, a lot of bridge construction, and I don't want to mess with my harbor line, so I might not. I might just leave this be. Although it is kind of flat here. Like, they want me to build there. They want me to do the building. I think I can turn my harbor on. I don't have to make a boat line for it. It should be automatically connected. As long as it's on. That's, this is a pedestrian harbor, not a cargo harbor, by the way. Get more people in here. And then this just needs zoning to connect, really. But we're doing solar power, which isn't working because the sun is off. Run out of power here, I think. We're also doing this ocean thermal, which I'm not sure if that's considered green. Underwater fracking. It's probably not green then. I don't know what they're drilling for down there. I should have added a walking path here too. Since we're not doing bikes on this map, because I did bikes recently, I'll just add a walking path there. And... there. Yeah. The neighborhood. I'm not sure if we need police. It looks like I only have 2 police stations, and it seems really well covered. What did I push my budget to? On crime, it's only 110? It's doing that well? We can sell some stock. Which might get me to level 1. Let's see, hold on. Stock exchange upgrade to level 2. Which costs me money. Okay, so then that increases the size of the building, but it also unlocks banks. Can I get the banks without doing that? I don't think I can. I don't think there's an option to revert the building style. Once you get to level 2, I don't think you can revert back to level 1, like, for the visual look. And I hope they add that. Like, just a plop-down menu that changes your visual thing. Obviously, keep it, like, locked if you're not at the level. But they could totally do that, because they did it with the middle bank. The middle bank has that drop-down menu. I don't see why they couldn't do it here. Where am I gonna put my bank? I feel like you want banks near businesses? Because they bring in money? It's looking like it doesn't want banks for residential, which maybe I didn't realize that before. I thought banks were like for people to use, but maybe they're more for business, like shopping businesses and stuff. Let's put a bank somewhere in the middle on the main road. Right there. That just covers all that area. And then another bank here. On the inside of the... Does this affect offices? No. Not at all. Okay. Huh. This is the best place to fucking put a bank. On this side. Right there? Reduces commercial zone. What does that say? I didn't read this. A small bank for the financial needs of a small commercial area. I guess I never read that, and I just assumed that the small banks were for like everybody, kind of like a post office. But it seems like it's only for commercial zone, and it reduces the crime rate, which I don't need because my crime rate is excellent. Apparently. Do we want to keep investing? I don't really care about the next level, because we have the bank, but I guess since I'm doing financial districts, we kind of have to. Buy red, sell green. That's how we do it. And then we just profit. Step 3 is always profit. In the book of the Ferengi, chat. You gotta profit. Step 1, latinum. Profit from the latinum. I feel like this is maybe too many offices here, but I did want some of this. The office, even though it's the tourist center, I did want just like on the edge, just for like regular work zone, on this weird part around the edge, and then have obviously once we get more commercial, just have the the tourism stuff. But this is going to be all offices, so I really hope the game starts boosting my industrial needs, because it seems to be shy on doing that stuff. And I want to do my... There we go. We'll play in daytime for a little bit, because I want to do my fruit farm. I think now's the time to do the fruit farm. So if we go to industry, we have farming. And if you've been here before, you should understand how farm zones work. Or, I guess, any industry. They all essentially work the same way. Just minor differences between the different types. I can't even see the circle. Like, I can't see, visually I cannot see the circle where I am painting. It's green on green. I am not colorblind, but I am telling you, I can't see the edge of the circle. Anyway, we have to get rid of these trees. I'll put some along the highway. I always do that. But we need to get rid of like most of these trees to have a real farm zone. So I think this is gonna have to be on both sides of the road. All this like light green ground area can be our farming, and we might even have to expand up this hill. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a huge farm zone. Maybe even expanding up on this side too. But yeah, like have trees kind of lining the, the highway and the train line, and then everything else, there's just no trees anywhere. Except for the fruit trees that we're gonna grow. Did I get a... Should I put a fence here? Let's just do it. I've been listening to more of the city's radio lately, and it kind of does bump. Even like the repetitive downtown vibes, which I think this is like downtown radio. Yeah, this one just kind of gets repetitive, but it still kind of slaps a little bit. Da-da-da-da-da. All the free radios are good. The other one, there is a Christmas song in this game. I found that out recently. Maybe I knew it and then forgot that it was in there. I was like, wait, they're singing about Christmas? Why would they put a Christmas song in a game you're going to be playing all year round? Maybe, is that too many alders? Yeah, they alternate, it's whatever. No. That's okay. That's okay. I wanted to use these because they're a little bit taller. And they stand out just that much more. And yeah, we're just gonna alternate the tree types on the road, which is what I usually do. It just looks that way. I just pick like 2 trees and go. But you can do it however you want. Like if you're, building along or doing your own build, you don't even have to really do this. It's just something that I'll do on like boreal or temperate maps. I think it's probably the best way to do it. Especially if you just have free space around them. Why not? This is a thing some cities like do on purpose too. They'll line trees along the road. Just as a sound barrier. Which doesn't sound like the most important thing to have, but especially if it's near your residential area. Your houses and whatnot. Okay, so extend this road. This is just 4 lanes grass. Expand this road a little bit out. Back that way, I think. We have to turn it towards that way instead of towards this. Which is kind of a weird bend. But we have all this back here that I'm gonna have to mess with. So yeah, we just placed the main building, and then I think we're gonna have to have some sort of connection from this side to that side, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Unless I go back and raise the highway. I was trying to avoid tunnels. Put it on this side. For the main building. Fruit! We're gonna grow fruit! I know there's a couple choices. I think there's like 3 or 4 choices of fruit trees we can grow and turn that into an industry that I might be able to invest in with the financial district stuff. The stock exchange should allow me to, because I'm pretty sure there's one for farming. Yeah, this generic industry, oil industry. I don't see it listed, but it might. Oh, farming industry. Have at least 200 squares of farming industry buildings, which means just the regular yellow paint. Which we can definitely, paint this as an area. Do that. So I'll expand this all the way. It's gonna be I'm telling you, this whole area. It's gonna be huge. I don't think it's gonna be just one thing, but we'll have my personal industry, and then we'll have all the generic farming stuff around it. 200 squares is not that much. We did it with oil on the last map, and it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. My edge is a little messy. Just has to cover all this. We're doing what's called double dipping. Okay, so we do have some industrial demand, which is kind of perfect timing for that to show up. I want it to... Do I want it to be just one side? Also, are we doing industrial or just dirt roads? If I do a dirt road, there's no way I can do it. Or a bridge. I think even a dirt road bridge is weird. Alright, we'll add more roads in a second. Let me just get this building down. We'll do 2 of those, 2 workers. And the maintenance building can be on the other side. And we're gonna get another road here. I can see the edge of there's like a hill. I can see the edge of the hill. I want to use that. It's like the guideline. It's gonna look weird for now. I might redo some of that. Just want to have an idea. Okay. We don't need any of that besides the grain, like the silos and the barns. Hey, thanks for the resub, James. Really appreciate that, man. How'd your stream go earlier? I feel like the time zones are very different, so I might have been like half asleep in your stream. I apologize for whatever weird shit I say when I'm half asleep. We do have a cities. You like the what? Peen shot? Oh God. No! I don't know what you're talking about. I actually don't. What? Your what? You liked my what? We have a cities Skylines emote. They have the little bulldozer for when I delete things. There's a bulldozer in the bottom left corner. One of my Twitch emotes. So you can use that now that you're resubbed. Anytime you want to delete awkward conversations like the one we're in now. We're working on a fruit farm. You can help me pick out what kind of fruit we want. I feel like I want it back a bit too. If I get a road here, I'll give you some choices. I don't think grapes is one of the choices. Hold on, I'll tell you the choices here. We've got apples, oranges, pears, or a greenhouse. Now, a greenhouse is just anything, but it'll be inside. And I don't want that because it's a temperate map. So we're not going to do greenhouses. So we have apples, oranges, or pears. You want to do pears here? That's not a bad choice. I think I might do a few oranges as well, since it's such a temperate map. It's going to be good weather most of the time. I mean, it's raining in game now. Pear cider? We could do that. We do oranges. So these are my oranges, and these are my pears. I can see some pear shaped in there. Did that fence not go all the way to the road? Wow. Is pear cider a real thing? I don't think I've ever had pear cider. Definitely not. Doesn't sound great. I don't even like apple cider that much, to be honest. Not crazy about it. So these silos and barns will store the goods so that we can ship them out later. Or if we need incoming goods. So I also need like a warehouse. In order to get everything working, we need this small warehouse connected to somewhere in the middle of my map. Probably near the end of this road. But I think this creates a ton of noise. So it'll be better in a commercial industrial zone. Ooh, right there. And then we can pick zone industry farm stuff to be sent to the financial zone. We'll see what happens with that. It's called Perry. It uses the Perry pear, totally lush, less sharp than apple cider. Maybe it's a big thing where you are. I don't think it's very popular in the US though. I'm sure we have it, it just doesn't sound appetizing at all. It does not sound good. What the hell? I've been sober for 4 years, James, so no, I don't. Weird! Awkward. Not you in particular. You mean Americans? Americans drink light beer, but I don't know what that has to do with cider. I feel like cider is very different than beer. I've heard of hard cider where it's got like alcohol somehow in it. I don't know if it's added in the fermenting process. I don't know anything about that because I don't drink, so no clue. Don't know nothing about it. Can't really comment on it. How big did I make? I think I went crazy with this, didn't I? I did. I went crazy. There's even some farming up here. farms on the hills. So in order to do a farming district, you just go to industrial specializations and you click on the tractor. Boop. And now there's a picture of a tractor forever for the farming district. And that means all the yellow painted industry will be farm related. They'll look different. Gotta try to get some going here. See how it goes. I feel like my demand immediately disappeared the second I built this. The demand was like, nope, see ya, bye. Let me give you a proper shout out, James, since you're here. And you resubbed. You deserve it. There's your proper shout out. Now that one doesn't say what you were last playing, but it has your thing pop up for everybody to follow you. There's two different types of shoutouts now. There's the old way and the new way. I like both. I like to do both. So let's go with both. Let's go crazy and give you both shoutouts. Here, this way, everybody can see what you were last playing. Wait, does the old one not work anymore? You mean the shield thing? You're talking about the shield thing. We did that by accident on a recent stream, and it like nuked my chat. I think it like erased all of somebody. I think it like banned Dark Bond too, like instantly. Somehow. It was like unrecognized viewer. I was like, what? It's subbed. What the fuck? Yeah, I think shield mode pops up when you do the old way sometimes. And I get it. I don't have a problem with shield mode. It's just those things obviously want to be separated, so. But how's the Destiny 2 going? Are you raiding? Are you playing the DLC? Is the DLC out? I don't know too much about Destiny 2 besides the fact that everybody plays it besides me. Everybody but me plays it. So I don't really know anything about the DLC. Not until next year. Okay. Next year as in like January or a long time from now? Early February. Okay. I won't remember that. I won't remember that at all. I'm sorry. Getting so much residential demand. I don't want it. I don't want it. What? There we go. Gave me the wrong painting tool. Just have all our small houses on the hill, and then the apartments on like the lower levels. It's almost, I don't want to call it a tiered city, but it kind of is built in that way, where it's like the apartments are on the lower, like towards the beach, and then the higher the land goes, the smaller the houses are. Kind of like almost a Hollywood Hills situation, you know? So, Empire Heights is up here, all this low-end residential. And then you can see all my apartments. Thought about getting a road there. Like from here to there. I don't know if that's a terrible idea. Should we do my main intersections just so they're out of the way? Because I'm kind of waiting for the other demand, which I guess I can fast forward. Here, let's invest in the farming industry. We'll see how those go. We can already upgrade to level 3? Oh, look at the level 3 stock exchange. Wow, fancy. Alright, what is with the thunder? Stop. You're scaring me. Okay, so level 3 unlocks this plaza that we've actually used this before. I'll show it to you, but we used this in my last build, so I don't want to use it again, like in the next map. I'd never use unique assets like back to back on builds. Just it's weird to me to do that. I don't hate it, but it's not this is not my favorite asset. And then obviously the bronze panda. Which, the closer you get to it, the less it looks like a panda and more like a melted gummy bear. That looks like a melted gummy bear. Yeah, chocolate. It was chocolatey. Yummy. Ooh, chocolate. Hi, Mayu. How are you today? I saw you earlier. Time zones are weird, so but I did see you earlier. Doing the thing that you do. Doing your thing. I see you. We'll put this right on the corner. Yes. Yes, the chocolate panda. Yes. Yes. James wants pears, so we're gonna do pears. I just wanted one thing of oranges. Pears is fine. You're still stuck at work? Shh, don't tell your boss that you're watching Underdog live. You don't want to get fired. We'll be nice and quiet. I'll do an ASMR. Why are they going back here to turn around? What are they doing? These trucks are dumb. Game looks good. It's City Skylines. I keep running into people that like either have been following me for a long time or people that are just unaware of what City Skylines is, and I'm like, what? That's crazy to me. Because this game has been out forever and I've been streaming it since it's been out. This is my most played game. It's like this is it. It is also my favorite game to play on stream because it's something that I'm really good at and also something that is just kind of relaxing. It's like perfect. It's the perfect game for me to stream because I kind of only have to pay attention like half the time to what I'm doing, and then I can be distracted and then go back into it. It's like really good for my ADHD. You always see the zoom out. You always see the zoom out, but you don't expect the detail. Oh, how much detail do you want? Did you want like street level? We can add details. Micro detailing is something you don't do till the end. Usually. But I did a little bit in this park. I can show you this custom park we built. We built this custom park. It's kind of just a walkway. This is an ice cream place. It's kind of just a walkway along the beach, like on the backside of the tourist area. And you can go over here. This is like a little cafe for people to eat food. And then there's like giant chessboards for the professional, Bobby Fischer chess players here. And we added these new lights. These are some of the new lighting that they've added with the Plaza's DLC. I added some of those lights along the way. So just a nice walkway like along the edge of the harbor area. That's all this is. I think I'm gonna add, actually, since we're talking about micro detailing, where the heck? I wanted to add another recycling thing. I don't remember what that's under. Oh, it might be under plazas. Yeah, okay, there it is. The recycling bin. I did add recycling here, but it's not like there's any more than that one place. You can make the cities look really pretty. I mean, it depends on what you're focusing on. But you can definitely do that. You can definitely spend a lot of time just with micro detailing, adding trees and fountains and little, objects. And that does kind of bring life to everything. It's just, I do that last. You don't want to spend all that time and just pave over it. I don't do that. Like, you don't custom build a playground and then realize, oh, I need my highway to go there. Like, that's not the way you do it. Or you shouldn't do it that way. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't know why this is all going abandoned. Because I see the demand. Which means it's tourism time. Pretty much want everything over here to be tourism. Except for the edge. Oh, was I gonna do something on the other side? I don't remember. I don't. Where's that green tree? Yeah, if you gotta lurk and work, then that's fine. I appreciate people just popping by to say hello. That means a lot. Ooh. Speaking about, well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for the hydrate. Second of all, speaking about hydrate, what if I told you we got a new redemption here that I forgot to add? Doing. Give me 1 second to refresh everything. Doi! What's the other one? Is the other one 5 or 100? The other one's 500, so this one should also be 500. Okay, so in addition to hydrate, I finally have a snack redemption. It's called Dog Treat. If you want to give Underdog a treat, you can feed me now. And I'll show off my snacks. We'll have different snacks every stream. Yeah. 500. Yeah, it should be the same price. That's fine. We'll have different snacks. Hey! This is the first ever dog treat redemption. This is a thing I should have done like a million years ago. But it's here now. I'm going to show off my snacks. I don't know if you can really see what these are, but these are the Haribo sour gummy bears. The sour gold bears. They're alright. They're okay. I give them like a 5 out of 10. They're just okay. I prefer, with gold bears, I prefer the regular ones. And if you get them fresh, they're like the best thing ever. Fresh gummy bears, so much better than just normal gummy bears. It's crazy. They're just soft. And like, you can taste the difference. I had a fresh bag like last week. Like, they felt like they were just made and put in the package. And then I picked it up. They were like just soft and oh, perfect. But these ones, they're not even that sour. They're called sour, but they're not that sour. They're not like Sour Patch Kids or anything like that, you know? They're just okay. But yeah, every stream that I have a camera, I'll try to change up the snacks too. That way I can show off what kind of snacks I eat. But I think we all know what I'm into. Spicy stuff and just the worst candy. Whatever's the worst thing for your teeth. I have a bad sugar tooth, bad sweet tooth. I'm into like the worst type of candy. Can't help it, okay? It's my weak point. I have a weakness! Leave me alone! What is this? Oh, it's a club. It's a nightclub. Ah. Yeah, I guess that fits in with tourism. Nightclubs. What are these supposed to be? Is this also a club? Fresh seafood? I don't think that's a seafood restaurant. I think it's Sylvaneers, nightclub, bottled water, coconut water. I think they just name them random shit, but it's not actually matched to what the building is. Yeah, see, this is literally called Patty's Pub. Is that legal? Can they call it that? Where's Always Sunny in Philadelphia here to sue the game? You can't just call it Patty's Pub. What happened first? City Skylines or Always Sunny? When did that show come out? It's bad. I feel like it's in like season 8, right? Always Sunny started in 2005? Holy shit. That's wild to me. I didn't really start watching it till like probably 3 years ago. Danny DeVito's the best part. Anyway. I guess this will be apartment complexes around the edge here. Why not? And then I can get my financial district in. It's kind of rough because it's like I need financial district stuff, but I also need the other. I need the 200 spaces of farming, and that's the same. It's technically the same zone. It's both industrial. Like I need the yellow out here and the light blue out there. We'll show off what some of these squares are. So this is what farming district looks like. If this is your first time seeing it. It'll just be like trees and barns, and every now and then you'll get like a cow. I don't know what the hell. This is fancy shit. Is this not part of a DLC? Sunny Grain. Is this not part of the Green Cities DLC? I don't see the city icon on the corner here. I don't know if I've seen this one before. I feel like I would remember this with the solar panels on top. Anyway. But yeah, we have the grain silos, which will fill up with the crop, and then the trucks have to ship the crop out. Like out of the map. So these are gonna fill out pretty quickly, because I think this outputs like tons and tons, and it's pretty fast. These industries work pretty damn fast. Do Empire Fruit. I don't think I need any of these bonus things on here, but I do need the regular district policies. Power, water, smoke, recycling, schools out, recycling again, free Wi-Fi on the whole map, tax, raise for offices, even though it's gonna probably not have a single office in it, just in case. Industrial space planning, and then filter industrial waste, and that should be good. Hey, this is filling out. You realize how big this peninsula is when you see all these like just next to each other. I mean, these assets are not huge either, but I wanted a lot of tourism, because there's stuff you unlock with more tourism too. I don't think this is enough to unlock anything, but it's there. I do think we need more solar, though. Probably way back here. I'm not doing anything else on the edge of the map. Like on this hill, right here. We're also drinking orange Gatorade. If you were wondering what the drink is, goes with my orange fruit trees here. I'm worried that I don't have enough barns. I feel like you always need more. Every time I play this game, it's just like, oh, we output that shit. Just always more than you think you're gonna need. Do I have to paint the... Is that the farm area? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, this farm painting is just for the fruit. So everything in this area is the fruit. Everything else is just this generic zoning for industry. And then hopefully that'll be attached to the stock market, which seems like I can already upgrade. So let me sell these. Are we already at level 4? We went from level 3 to level 4 in like an hour. Just from this. God damn. So there's level 4. Now it's like a legit skyscraper. Let's see. Can I invest? Yeah, the change rate is positive, but I want to invest in the farming industry since I just built it. And then I guess generic, healthcare, traffic, and the scam company. They're gonna scam me, and I'm okay with it. It's like Wells Fargo. You know they're gonna scam you, but you still got an account with them. That was funny. I don't care who you are. That was both relevant and hilarious. Does this go all the way around? I just realized I don't have a single cross street back here. This has to have a cross. It has to. I have to do that. At least there. No, let's go all the way. It'll just be better for utilities. Doodle-doodle-doo. Ba-da-da-da-da. Okay, we got our walking path there. Don't think I need one down at the end of the hill. What is... distance too short? What are you trying to say, game? That feels like an insult. Distance too short? Never heard that before in my life. What? We should be getting some financial district buildings coming in, just not as many as I'd like. That industry policy, or I mean that industry demand always takes a long time. You just kind of have to build everything else first, which is why it took us so long to just even get this tourism stuff going. But now that it is going, and everything over here actually is working, I want to do the next thing, which is to double check universities. So we have one here, but I don't think everybody's getting that education. We have one there, we have one there, we have that. Need one of these like at the end of the road. Fire department. I think we were just doing normal fire trucks. And then we'll add another tram line. So I think I want to go the opposite way on one of these. We only have one side of the road, and I didn't even use this, like this road or this road. And I like to have the opposite side. Now that it's built up, I feel like more people are going to use it. Let me double check my passengers. Yeah, see? 200 passengers on a 90 passenger train. Doesn't sound too bad. But we're going to do an extra tram line. That connects to this other one up here. It's gotta have a down. Shit. It's gotta have a way back. Unless it goes all the way through the residential. Residential to tourism? That just doesn't make a lot of sense, really. Unless they're going there to work. Because tourism is for outside, like, people that don't live here. Fucking A. It's like I got rid of this road and now I want to add it again. Don't make me second guess myself, game. Although that would work here good. That would be really good to connect them the opposite way. Here. Fine, I'll go all the way through. Fine, I'll do it. I'm not gonna be happy about it. It's like 4 stops sharing, or 4 trams sharing the same stop. It's just gonna overcrowd it. Does anyone want to pick a color for this tram line? And also, I don't know what tram I want to do here. God damn it. I think I have to reload. It's doing the bug again where I can't get to the... I can't get to the side menu. Oh! Okay, I got it. What do we have for the other ones? The 105? What colors do I already have? We have a red, a blue, and a green. There's 2 greens, but they're short lines that are just opposite sides of the road. This is the opposite side of the blue, but it does cross over here, so it can be a different color. So we have red, green, and blue. So you get to choose a color that's not one of those 3. And we just remember that we can do different shades, and we can create a color. Yellow? Dark or bright? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? 1 is like darker. 5 is brighter. 3, so in the middle. It's almost like it actually might turn out looking a little bit orange. We'll see if it comes out. Yeah, look. No, that looks yellow. Thank you. That's what it's gonna look like. That's yellow. That's the 105. So that's gonna carry 105 passengers on that one tram. So there it goes. And just a reminder that the tram stops are in the middle of the road and not the side of the road, like a bus. So you can have trams and buses, but we're just doing trams on this map. And there's the blue line, so that you can directly see the difference. So the red line and the yellow line are the 105, and then the blue line there is a 90 capacity tram. So you can literally see the difference between what they look like. These are almost more like a more sharp modern look, while this one is, I don't know, square. I don't know how to describe it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. But yeah, now we have all types of trams. Going all over the place. I really want just like a road going up here, connecting to this, like so. Even closer. We're gonna use the shape of the land here. Yep, no trees, just regular 2-lane roads. I don't want to do... I mean, all this area is industrial, but I don't think I'm going to use the industrial roads. I'm just going to have regular roads there. And that can be the end of the main road, unless I want to bring the main road to this hill. Which I might do. But I think it'll look stupid, so maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just leave it how it is. Yeah, all this is gonna be farming. I'm telling you, like, all of this. Everything. Farms. If the demand ever gets there. That was the plan for the back of the map. Like, this whole time, that's always been the plan. I really want roads on this hill. Just a bumpy mess. It's just a bumpy mess. Gotta be a way to get across straight here. One railroad crossing won't kill me. I think that's my only actual crossing besides down here. That way there's some other secondary connection. And it doesn't even look that bad to me. There's still so much space between everything. And if I just... do something like that, gonna look good. Usually for peninsulas like this, since I consider them like man-made, right? I try to take away the trees, but then it just looks empty without trees. Hey Dark Bond, how are you doing today? Dark Bond, I just want you to know, even though sometimes you don't listen to me, you're important. You matter! Don't forget that, Dark Bond! You're a special little dinosaur. You love how creative I am? Look at the city we made, Dark Bond. It's not 100% complete. We're still working on it, but we've got the Empire Harbor District, which is just tourism, hotels, unique buildings. It's got nightclubs. It's got a harbor, which is obviously a big feature with all this water. It's got like a fishing pier. It's got the boat museum. It's got the Theater of Wonders. I guess it's somewhat similar to the Opera House, but we also have an Opera House. Just like the Sydney Opera House, I've got my own Opera House. And then this is, we have some unique skyscrapers here. And then the other one is my financial district. You can see my stock exchange building here. I'll have to check my stocks. My farm industry is losing money! We're not at level 5 yet. We're at level 4 of my stock exchange. I also have a courthouse, which works because apparently a lot of this is for lawyers. So they can work there at the courthouse. And we have a shopping center. And we have my zoned industry goods, which are way out here. I don't know how that's going to affect traffic. We'll have to wait and see. I usually don't worry about traffic too much in this game, though. But the farms are out here. So they have to drive all the way that way? Which is that way out of the way? But it's okay. We don't tell anybody. Then they can sell the goods to the financial district. That was my idea, but I'm not sure it's gonna work out that way. I feel like I need another warehouse, like, up here somewhere. Why is the traffic how does this affect the traffic? That's what I don't understand. Like, showing me the traffic area. Okay. We're gonna do this here. Another zoned farming. I always have balance. I don't do fill because then you have to manage it constantly. We have fruit. We got pears and oranges. I think we'll probably add more. But we got what we need for now. Alright, I'm gonna give the game a second to realize what's happening. And I really have to use the little boy's room, so I'm gonna take like a 30-second bathroom break. And I'll be right back. thanks for the shout out. Yeah, of course, Dark Dawn, man. Of course we give you shout outs here. Dog treat, thank you. You weren't here earlier, Dark Dawn, so I'm eating sour gummy bears. Probably can't really see them, but it's a sour gummy bear. Oh, Dark Dawn, it's me, the sour gummy bear. I want to be your friend. Oh, God! Ah! You like gummy bears too? Do you like gummy worms or gummy bears better? The trolley sour worms are kind of like the best thing ever, though. Those trolleys, those slap like super hard. They're so good. You get sad candy there? What does that mean? What do you mean sad candy? Like you just don't have a big selection? Look at Empire Harbor. Look at all these boats. They're gonna get backed up. They still haven't fixed this. I don't understand. Paradox, how have you come out with like 20 DLCs and you still haven't fixed this? This is why I don't use harbors, chat. I don't get... What the fuck? There's so many damn cruise liners. It's a Disney carnival gone mad, bro. Look at... What is it doing? Oh my god! What is it? What the fuck? Ah! Ah! It's like a disaster movie. What the hell? Don't turn like that. What the fuck? No! Stop. Why didn't it turn on the water? They still haven't fixed this. What the hell? Perfect parking. I can't see how many passengers have been serviced. And I don't want to know. Anyway, look at this. This area is almost done. I mean, it's not completely filled in, but we got one of the two. Now we just gotta wait for more industry to do the financial one. There's a little ATM right there. You can cash out your crypto coin, your chirper coin. Everything. Oh, we should invest in crypto, actually. That's not a bad idea to do in-game. Chirpy cruises. Oh, I can invest in the cruise liners? Why is there not one for the train line? How come I can only invest in the cruise liner and not the train line? It's still mass transport. What's up with that? You get organic candy, like hipster candy? I mean, like, no real sugar? Is that what you mean? That's just sad, Dark Fawn. Okay, so I want to build a bridge connecting to this other side. The question is, do I go from down here, or do I try to go from up here and then bend downward? Do I try to... Like, do I go from here? Because that doesn't look like it wants to work. That's gonna take rebuilding 1,000 times. I want to go up here? Oh boy. Or do I want to go from down here? I think we have to go from down here. I might upgrade this to the 4 lanes, too. We need more boats parking in the city. No! No, we definitely don't. That's the opposite of what we need. Now, I just did that, and I don't even know why I did that. Is that weird? I was like, oh, of course we have to connect the highway. But why? For stuff over here? Because I could just get a highway connection over here. Yeah, let's delete it. I don't need it. Forget everything that just happened. For the past 2 hours. Erase it from your memory. You didn't see those boats. What boats? I don't know what you're talking about. Although I do kind of want a road going up that way. I don't know what I want it to do. Maybe it's just a dead end. Not everything has to be something. What the heck is natural candy? All natural hippies? Ew! Don't you hate that the whole vegan community has like ruined food for people who aren't part of that community? Don't you hate that? Like you eat what you want to eat. Why you gotta ruin food for me? Like the plant-based jerky? That's a sin. Why would you do that? Plant-based jerky. You understand what beef jerky is, right? The whole point is that it's beef. Not a who wants to jerk off a plant? That's just wrong. That's just weird. Don't do that. What's wrong with you? Anyway. Uh, so yeah, since we have all this time, I did want to build some like houses on the beach out here. Like just have something on the opposite side. That was part of the plan all along. I could even go like all the way around. That's so far out there though. Whatever. You won't really see it in a screenshot, but it's there, and I know it's there. Yeah, just like that. This will be like where the rich people live, you know? Like high-end housing up here on the beachfront property. We can actually probably get one of those piers or hotels even. We're gonna pause and delete this. I'll put the bridge, the highway over it. I haven't messed with anything over here, like landscaping wise, so it's gonna be all natural, baby. We have like a train. I do have a train connected out here, so I wonder maybe I could do a train connection, but that's so far. Like it's on the other side of the map, right? That's so far to go. Just for like one train connection out to the middle of nowhere. I don't think that's necessarily worth it. It looks dumb. That looks dumb. Why does that look dumb? Because it's close to this, I think. But it has to be. I don't think I can get that any better than it already is. I can't fix it! There's a weird on-off ramp for now. I can fix that if I need to. Okay, so that's for there. just build a road for a train if I change my mind. This is in my way. There we go. I disappeared. You didn't know I could do that. Where did he go? Is it time to do the intersections? Because I said I was going to do it and then we didn't. So, I think it's not. If I can get there. Holy shit. Let me press every button first. Okay, so the way my city kind of starts and the traffic flows is it goes from here and it turns in like this and it goes to this roundabout, which I guess that's final. That's my final roundabout. Unless I want to have a third road. Like that. Which makes sense to me, really. Just leave the whole thing up, because why not? Anyway. So, basically, the traffic enters for the most part, from here, and then we have this off-ramp that I added today to connect to the residential area, but... So we have to start from here. So that's a light. All major intersections get a light. And all the other ones get stop signs, so this is a light. That's a main road, connecting to another main road. Just like this. But all these other ones, not so much. This one, that's tough, because it does go down that way to the harbor. So, since that's like a major thing... Yeah, I'm not really sure how much traffic is going to be going here, though. Doesn't seem like as much as I thought there was. Are the cruise lines the cruise lines are listed on here, right? 52 per week, 170 tourists per week. For the boats, which is the yellow line there. That's not crazy. My tram lines, 993 citizens. We'll just put stop signs in the middle here. That can be light, that's fine. This can be light, that's fine. This road, probably not though. There's all stop signs there. This road now, I don't know, because it's like a secondary. That's a tough call. When you have like a secondary road here, that's a tough call. Because I feel like I might. But it's probably better if I don't. Stick to this main road. Let's just follow it all the way down. So this connects there. That's a side road. Well, that doesn't even need a light. This needs a light because it's a off-ramp connection. Gonna have to have a. I feel like I know exactly what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to have a recycling center back here for the residential area, which works. It'll be on the opposite side. That's like 5,000 IQ right there, chat. That's thinking 10 steps ahead. And I didn't even prepare for it. That's how smart I am. I didn't even know how smart I was. This is gonna help out garbage so much. Because it'll be... if I put it like one space away somehow. Maybe a plaza or something, just a distance. Just that. And then this opposite side could be like commercial or something, which is fine. Do I want houses on the backside of the hill? I really don't. Like, I see the demand is crazy. Why is the population demand so high? Population demand is almost too much for what I'm doing. Could I have out here be population? Like, residential here? I don't see why not. I could do this island. I've been kind of putting that off, though. I was like, I didn't want to, but the shape is just... It's gonna create a must-bridge situation, and the harbor boats are gonna crash through any bridge that I build, so... That's why I've been kind of, like, I didn't prepare for it, and I don't know if I should do it now, but if I do it... I'm gonna have to do it now. It's kind of like a must. Like you have to situation. me just pause for a second. I wasn't done. I keep getting distracted. Let me do my intersection. Just the main ones. I think most of them are done. This needs a light that goes up there. That has to get a light because it's an off ramp. Inside, I don't know. All this stuff inside, I have no idea. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Fortunately, I think this has to be a light because there's a bus thing. I mean, a sightseeing thing here. Makes me wanna have a light. Cut it in half. Like so. Because I didn't do any of the, I didn't do lights on any of these other secondaries. Yeah, traffic and all this intersection stuff, it's like you don't really, it's not the most important thing that you have to do. And it's usually one of the last things that I will do. It's like, if you are having traffic issues and you care, then you should do it. Otherwise, not gonna make a big difference. It's gonna help me. It's gonna help me for now. Okay, no stop sign there, and I think this doesn't really need a light, but it can get a stop sign. But for this one we just added, this should be a light. But maybe only on that one side. Maybe only here. That should be to the top of the hill. Yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that. That's enough of that. The demand for the demand for residential right now is insane. Like, I'm gonna have to make a whole neighborhood here, or start expanding here, or build that bridge that I'm afraid of. How high do I have to go? That's so high. Is that really how high I have to go? Get over the boat. I mean, they'll kind of clip through this. If I do this height here, they'll clip through it, but it will work. Any lower, they won't work. Like this back part, I'll clip through. They turned around through the building. Damn it. I don't even know where this bridge would go, like, start from. Like, from here? That means I have to move the police station. This is the only place that makes sense to start it. Go here. Try a little, that's almost too high, isn't it? Try a little landscaping. We're gonna build on this island. Because I have this whole square just for this, so I might as well use it. Use the space I have. Okay. That worked. I don't know what to do with this edge back here, though. Like, no clue at all. We'll just have to figure it out together. I'd love a mini roundabout, man. I know the game hates them, and it's not. There's no way it's gonna let me do a perfect circle with the space that I have here. Of course not. It's gonna be more like an egg. I can do it. I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing. Listen, I'm an expert level builder, okay? Anyone can figure this out. Me. So one block out. Dude, the curve tool is so bad. The curve tool sucks. It's incredible. You making a circle in this game with the curve tool? No. It's not gonna happen. It like doesn't make any sense. Like, look what it's doing. Look what it's doing. Does that look curved to you? I don't know what that is. It ain't curved. That's why I use the freeform tool. Just easier. It's not really doing what I wanted to do. Getting closer though. I don't want to spend like 3 hours doing this. I think being on the hill is part of the problem. To be real with you. Like being on the edge of the cliff connecting to a bridge, it's not like a normal roundabout. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna add a lane. Nope, I can't. Unless I get rid of this. Again. Let's upgrade this whole thing to a 4-lane. And then this whole roundabout. I have the same trees as the other area. Not in the middle. Do like a park, like a custom park in the middle or something, just to drive profit. It's not the worst thing I've ever made, actually. I mean, the bridge is a little bit wobbly. Parking spot right there. We're doing it, chat. Things are happening. We're doing things. And some of them might even work. Who knows? I don't know if I'm gonna do a unique building back here. I think I have to. I have all these, like, plazas and piers and things that we haven't done a whole lot with yet. Like, I still have this. This works at, like, the edge of the water. I just get that to work. That'd be cool. I feel like I want to actually go just like that. Go the other way. Go the other way with it. What the hell? What? Hello? Game. Game. Thank you. More boats win. No! No more boats! We're not doing ferries on this map either. Sorry. It's not gonna happen. You don't get what you want. My build, I'll do what I want to do. Darkon, stop bossing me around. You know, Dark Bond, you say you're a big anime fan, but have you even watched High School of the Dead in slow-mo? Are you even an anime fan if you haven't done that? More dinos? Next week. Or tomorrow. What's today? Tuesday? Tomorrow. Dinos tomorrow. Restructure the question as if you were speaking to a 5-year-old. Tomorrow. How more 24 hours from now. Or 22 hours, because it's like already been 2 hours into the same time, but the next day. Simplify. 22 hours from now. I don't know, I can't get more simpler than that to you, Darkon. I know your days are different because you're on the other side of the planet, so I get how me saying tomorrow could be confusing for you, but I stream at the same time. So, this time, but like in 22 hours. That's not that complicated. Sometimes I stream twice. No, I don't. That was a one-time thing. God damn it. I did it one time, and then Dark Bond's like, you do this all the time. I literally did it once. For when this DLC came out. I literally did it one time. I'm literally not doing that again until, like, June of next year. For, like, Street Fighter. Or I guess if Mortal Kombat does happen, I'll probably do a double stream for Mortal Kombat. But we don't know if that's gonna happen or not yet. But I don't like streaming twice a day is not a thing I enjoy doing. So it's super duper. It's like for new games and big DLC. And this was a big DLC. But I don't like doing the double streams. Like, it's exhausting to me. Like, that's why my streams are only 4 hours long. I get exhausted easily. You guys wear me out. You know what's crazy? Like, I've been streaming full-time for about 2 years now, and my schedule has never changed. Never once. And yet, somehow, everyone gets confused by my schedule. And it's never changed at all, ever. Like, it's not confusing. It's literally the least confusing stream. I know people that have super complex streams, and you're like, oh, no, I get it. My stream's like literally the most easy thing to follow. It's the same time Monday and Friday, and then it's the same time Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's 12 noon on Mondays and Fridays, and 6 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. How is that confused? That's like simple. That's like the most basic schedule. I stream games every other day. Undercard is Mondays, as always. Cities is Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't, like, am I missing something? Am I missing how it's confusing? Also, what is going on there? How's it confusing people? I'm confused how you're possibly confused. You got the Kiwi education. I feel like the education system there is way better than it is here. Didn't you go to school in the US? Oh, then that explains a lot. I'll find you a chart, Darkon. I'll find you a time sheet so you can understand time zones. What time is it there? Right now, for you. What time? Because right now, here, it is 8:45 p.m. Which means nighttime. You're halfway through Wednesday already? Okay, so I'm before you. I'm behind you. That's why you're confused. You're thinking ahead when I'm really behind. You're in the future, Dark Bond. How's it looking? Is it bright? Is my future bright? Or nah? We have to figure out water and power for this island. I feel like it should... I want to put it on a separate thing. Don't know if that's the best idea because of the sewage. But I feel like that might be the best thing to do. Electricity, on the other hand, is gonna be kind of rough. I think we can do another ocean thermal right here. Do another ocean thermal. How are you confused by time when, like, meanwhile over in New Zealand, you guys got, like, animals that don't even exist in reality? Explain that. You know what a quokka is? You guys got, like, quokkas. And, doesn't New Zealand have cassowaries, too? Those are literally dinosaurs. You love dinosaurs. Avoiding dinosaur slander? I don't think anybody's ever slandered a dinosaur in their lives. That doesn't exist. Dinosaurs are cool. We talked about this before. What are you talking about? You just let your imagination run wild, man. I'm worried that that ocean thermal won't be enough to power this entire island. I'm gonna put windmills on the top. Hope for the best, I guess. Did I do regular hearses over here? Yeah, okay. So we'll do a graveyard. That looks weird, doesn't it? Can we fix it while it's there? Yeah, we can. Okay. I forgot that we could do that. We can do it. We just have to put our butts into it. And we have to make a separate district just for this island. This is gonna be fancy houses. I think along with this over here, which I didn't even do anything with yet, it's all gonna be like high-end. High taxes, rich people. Basically. That's where the rich people are gonna be. Just for Dark Pond. We'll call it Dinosaur Island. Look, you didn't even have to spend points. You get a freebie. How about that? I'll spend my points. In your honor. Power, water, smoke, recycling, parks, education, recycle, free Wi-Fi, tax raise. You want to keep all your points for the wrestling? Not a bad idea. That's not a bad plan. We'll do filter because it's an island and it has to do its own thing. I think that's all I need though. For policies. Alright. What about water and power over here? Water would have to come in this way and then go out here. That's how that would work. I don't know if I'll have time to like fill this all out with the demand and the zoning, but we'll just build it. We will just do the building. I'm worried about that pollution more than anything, because that's going into this bay, which I want to keep as clean as possible. I want it to be clean. Another sour gummy bear! One sour gummy bear! Oh no, gummy bear! It's only Tuesday here, man. Time spent... You know what's crazy? This year flew by, but this week, like, since Sunday, like Sunday, Monday, and today for me, it felt really slow. It's weird. Like, time flies by all year, and then just as soon as it hit this week, it's been like, I don't know. Feels like I'm stuck. Feels like I stepped in molasses or something. Or Vegemite. I got Vegemite in my shoe! That's the only way on and off that island, by the way. That's the only way, is this 4-lane bridge. And I didn't even see these harbor ships go under here yet. Are they gonna clip it? Ah! Yeah. That's okay, though. I usually don't like things going through other things, but in this circumstance, that's the best I'm gonna be able to do. Because going any higher than that would just make it look really bad. Like, I care about the bridge more than I do about the boats. Okay, so we didn't do any healthcare over here. I don't think we need too much, but it would be nice to have just one little, like, healthcare thing out here for the farm. Want to take care of our people? And we're gonna need be like one garbage thing here. If I can get it. Not gonna be flat enough. Not gonna be flat enough! think I did large garbage trucks on the other ones. Does the farm grow food? Not technically, no. It produces zoned farming goods. That's what it's called in game. So they'll pop up here, and you don't really get to see the goods. But if you go to the Empire Fruits, we grow crops. Like we're growing pears and oranges here. That's what we did earlier today. And these crops can be turned into another product, or you can just sell those directly to market and stuff. Speaking of market, we gotta sell some crypto coin. That get me to stage 5. We're at stage 5. Here we go, everybody. Boom! Here's the level 5 stock exchange. Look at that money. There's the chirper coins right up on top. That unlocks all the other things. I do love this plaza, but I never know where to put it. Because it's huge. It's like, yeah, I had to plan out ahead of time. So. But we can get the other bank. You get a medium bank out here somewhere. Put a medium bank all the way out here. These only affect commercial areas though. I don't know if that's a great idea to put it here where there's not going to be much commercial. I mean, I can add a few shops. I think I'll probably add a few shops like around the edge of the water. I don't think it's going to be like a shopping area. But over here in Empire Harbor, put the bank right there. Boom. Now this is what I was talking about like 2 hours ago, where you can change the shape. It's basically the top of the building. You can change the shape. So I was like, why don't they let you do that to this? And just change it back to level 1. Like, keep level 5, but change the building back. So I didn't hate the way it was before. I actually don't mind the lower level. Maybe just do a small bank here? That would be okay. Yeah, just do a smaller bank there, and this island's gonna need its own post office too. Let the dinos roam free in the city. Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. This is too close to the other one. God damn it. There, I fixed it. It's okay, I fixed it. Listen, not every game has to have dinosaurs, but this one almost does. It has an alligator. Look, that's close enough. Alligators are basically dinosaurs. And he's walking on 2 legs. So, there he is. That counts, right? You see what I deal with? Trying to satisfy my audience. But they only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Dinosaurs. Basically. And then when I played the dinosaur game, where's cities? What the hell? What the heck? We got so many other things to do in terms of gaming. Got so many games to play. Should I be wasting all my time playing video games? Probably not, but will I? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I stopped caring a long time ago. That got real really fast. What the heck? What the hell? This is so much office space. It really is. It's a lot of office space. This is so much financial. So much financial. The backside, this is still gonna be just low-end shopping, because why wouldn't it be? All the way around the edge. On the water. Get that light blue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Might have this be dark blue. Get like some high-end shopping right here, like generic high-end shopping on the corner. That gonna be good. Trust me, it's gonna be good. I don't know if this will zone in between. Is this a deli? Or a fish market? Can't exactly tell what these things are supposed to be. Just a market down here. This is like a mall market type deal. There's a second floor too. I don't think we walked through here before. On this the pedestrian thing? Pedestrian street market? I don't think we walked through there before. It's almost done. Now there's a few more things we can do. What is going on? Why is the crime rate high right there? I thought my crime rate was good. Now you're telling me it's not? Police on the corner. We have to have police for this island, too. I wish you could set up jurisdictions. Like, if you put a police station... I know that's not how it works. But it would be cool if there was a way to have an option for, like, the police to own... Like, if you set up a station in a district, for them to only go in that district. But there's a reason it's not like that. Because that was based on certain paints and roads that would, like... just not work. I could figure it out though. And have it be like a policy. If it was a set policy, it would work. Like police roaming or something. Have just an optional little tab. That might be interesting. I'd like to see how that works out. Okay, so we did that there. I have a pool here. I did yoga somewhere back there. I did yoga here. I'll do yoga back here too. On the island? Yoga on an island? You have to raise the land value. Okay, so that's the healthcare. Then we do the education on the island. There's my elementary school. The playground next to it. I think I only need one for the whole island too. That should be fine. Like one of each. One high school. And then figure out how to get a university. My snapping's off. Don't be mean. My snapping was off. Okay, sometimes it's working. Other times it is not. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes my buttons be dumb. But I think I got it now. Okay, that's a university. There's not going to be any main transport. Like, the trams can't get there. So they're just going to have to walk around. People are just going to have to walk around. Does that connect automatically? Okay, that like broke my path. Never mind. What the hell? Son of a bitch. Dude, definitely have some fishing out here. This, what? What? Does anyone else see? What? Hello? Hello, gay. I just won't put it there then. There's no way it's a snapping issue. It's just the shoreline's just being done. The shoreline is being silly. Okay, Dinosaur Island has a police station. And it's gonna get a fire station as well. Right there, right across. With regular fire trucks, no big ones. I think we have big ones here. No, we have just regular ones here. Did I put tall ones here? No. How am I supposed to reach the skyscrapers? Look at my game. Oh, look at the financial district. It's beautiful! You really can tell the difference. Now that it's like completely separated, you can visibly tell this is the financial district. I don't hate these assets. I think a lot of people maybe don't like them because they're very gray. But that's how financial districts are in cities. Like gray, silver, like bland, not ultra fancy. Some of those shapes are good too, like they're interesting shapes. Like look at this shape. I don't even know what you call that, but like almost got a cylinder, but then it doesn't. I like that one. Then you get stuff like this. That is just like one way on the bottom and then a different way on the top. They're definitely experimenting with the assets. Whoever made this was like, I'm gonna try some different stuff. You can tell. Not every building has to be super colorful, you know? Okay, yeah, so we only really have that one park, huh? That'll cover the whole map. Park maintenance thing. That look good, right? We're almost done. We're almost like actually done this whole map. And next time we play cities, we'll be on a new map. I don't remember what the next one is. They added so many damn apps, there's no way I can remember what the next one is. We'll find out soon though. Within the next half hour, we will know. Together. I think I kind of want this not to have these skyscrapers. I don't want office skyscrapers here. I have to be really careful about where the line is for that. It would be cool to somehow get a train over there, though. Now I'm going too crazy. Am I too crazy? Is that too crazy? Oh, there's no way it's gonna match the height, is it? It's not gonna. There's no way. But imagine. Is this the same? No, I was using the modded one, right? I was using like the ground bypass. Yeah. I mean, that would be a good way to get people to the island. Fuck. Does that ruin my whole pier? What if the gimmick of the pier is that you see the train? Huh? Is that as terrible as I think it is? It looks weird from out here. But I don't know how else I would do it. I don't, like... It's really noticeable. Because this is the angle you see the city at. I don't know how to really hide it, though. And I definitely don't want to, like, cut anything. And I feel like if I get it closer, it's gonna be weird, too. Like a... If I just have this going straight... Let's try it for, like, just... Build it, like... this. And then turn with the land. Just need more people out to the island, yo. How do I extend the train line? I think I have to redo it. I think I have to redo the whole train line. Because there ain't no way. Wait, why does that not go through? Is it because it doesn't have water? It could be working. It's not working. Why is it not working? Did I... Oh, this didn't connect? What the hell? What happened? It like got disconnected. That's why. Okay, let's try this one more time. From here to here, here and back. They're far apart. And there's only 3 train stations. But there's one connecting to the island now. How much is the sound from the ocean thermal? Oh. Ouch. Okay, well. Don't worry, guys. I've got healthcare right here. Fine. Everything's fine. You're not even sick. You're just pretending you are. Do a hotel here too. Raise that land value. Should be automatically high because it's next to the water. I don't think I forgot anything. Do 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 do. Let me just delete all the things that aren't connected. Yeah, I know, we built this road over here and I said I don't even know. Like, looking at the time and the demand, I doubt that we can have anything getting going here. But this would just be, I guess, extra shopping or something. And maybe just having the roads is cool enough, though. That's like fringe, like outskirts and fringes is always, I just sometimes will leave it. But we did the farming. We could always add more to the farms. Not really sure how much this is doing. It says it's only 2 stars. I'm not making enough profit from it. Yeah, the farming industry is losing money for some reason. Not really sure why. I think I should have a bank over there, but the bank doesn't pick up except for in commercial zones. We should have the skyscraper bank over here, though, right? For this peninsula? I think that's the only thing I'm missing. This has to be on a regular road? Okay. Let's put it there. What's my favorite part of that island? I guess this thing, the pavilion. But look at my stream. Look at my city. Look at my stream and look at my city. You really get an idea of how things have really changed today. This game looks so cool at night once everything is done. It just looks so cool. I did like this map a lot. This is a good map. A lot of water, but it's still a good map. So there's my financial district. This is Cache City. And then we have the Empire Harbor, which is bright blue because that's what all the tourism looks like with the hotels at night. Bright blue. There's also blue lights on the Opera House, which I forgot about. I didn't even plan that. That's crazy, right? And then the luxury hotel is all blue. Look at that. It's all blue. I'm blue, dabba-dee-dabba-doo. The Blue Man Group lives there. And then, of course, you got Middle District, which is where all my apartments are. A couple too many of these pointy ones. I always get frustrated by that in the game. Like, these pointy ones spawn a lot. And I'm like, no, I don't want all the pointies. I appreciate one pointy every now and then, but they're all pointy. That's lame. And then there's like this skyscraper here, right at the middle point between the two. And we did the farming, the fruits. Oh, can we see the train at night? Where's the train at? Oh, barely. I mean, you can, but you gotta like zoom into it. This isn't even the right train. Where's my train line? That's not even my train line. That's an outside train. My train's over here. Yeah, we have trains and tram lines on this map for transport. I always try to do something different every time for transport, like the main transportation. Getting people around. A lot of these main roads, like all the purple roads here, are trams. We got 5 tram lines. I could have added another, but I think it would have been overkill. You don't want to go overkill. I think 5 is enough. Because some of them are just going the opposite, like, opposite way. Right? The other side of the road, so. This is fine. And 500 people are using the yellow line, which is crazy. That's nuts. That's so many. Why is it so much higher than the other line? Maybe they're trying to get over here. To the island. I don't know if offices back here will grow to be that tall. And I hope not. Because I don't want to have to limit them. This is also outside of the district, so... This whole backside is like outside of the district. Just let it be. Just let it be what it's gonna be. We still even have all this space, which I could have done something with. I could have added a neighborhood here, but I was like, yeah, we don't really need to. Don't really need to. I have to remember to take a screenshot and put this in the Discord once I'm done. I feel like we're almost there. We're like 2 seconds away from finalizing this map here. To the point where I feel satisfied. Okay, like, yeah, there's a couple empty spaces here on the corners here, but that just takes time for it to fill in. It looks neat. Delete. 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 I almost forgot the fire department back here. This has to go on a main road, doesn't it? Alrighty. So, I think we should at least check out the next map so I know what we're gonna do next time. On Thursday, so that is Bustling Empire right there. About 97% done. There's a few little things I could do, but I'm satisfied with that. Let's look at the next map. I just want to know what it's going to be. So we did. That is Narrow Passage. The next map is called River Terrace. And it's boreal, and it's got 64% suitable area for building. Oh, yeah, this one has the weird road that cuts up the hill. Oh, yeah. I wasn't looking forward to this one. This one's weird. Why does it start you off there? It has this interesting highway connection. And then, I don't know why they cut back, like up, onto a hill. I don't know where, how the map is facing this way. So, where am I supposed to build? I don't even think I can get like half of these things included here. In the river? I don't know. I guess we have to focus on the main part. This map is weird. Guess we have to do it like that. It's kind of small. This feels like a smaller map. I don't know what I would do with this. Obviously, we have to play on the level. I appreciate that they're giving us challenges, but I'm not a fan of this map, to be honest with you. Like, looking at it, I don't know what I would do. Where does water even come in, just so I know ahead of time? Water comes in this way? And then flows out that way. Well, if I could do something interesting on this side, and just have like a small city in the middle, but then there's not even like connections. Was there outside connections? Can I see here? There is a harbor line. There's tuna. There's not even that much, like, over here. Alright, well. That's what we'll be doing next time. More boats and dinos. Maybe in the future, Dark Pond. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out today. I know there's not really many people here, but it would mean something if we could raid my friend, because it's my friend's birthday, and they're doing a subathon, and if we raid them, then it'll give them like 5 extra minutes on their subathon. So, we're just gonna copy and paste that and go raid Sushi, because it's her birthday. So just tell her happy birthday. And I'll see you guys on Thursday for more cities. Have a good one.